This is our lab. Check first whichever protocols are working here. I'll check those things. Enable. Show IP protocols is working. We'll do config. No router EIGRP 100. Locals. Show IP protocols 50. No router EIGRP 100. Meanwhile, can anyone tell me the OSPF neighborship parameters? OSPF neighborship parameters. What should be matched, then only neighborship will be established.
Router ID, router ID, router priority.
Router ID
Designate.
should not match. Okay, router ID should not match.
And
Fine.
router priority is like a 8-bit value.
Router
Priority.
Fine.
And designated router, it should minimize the number.
Fine. Apart from that, Sai Sri, Yamuna, Ajay, anyone?
Maybe same network.
Subnet mask also should must match. MTU size must match. Hello and dead timers also they should match. And area ID.
Network ID. Authentication.
Good. Anyone knows EIGRP parameters, neighbor parameters, neighbor conditions? EIGRP neighbor conditions. From this router to this router, neighborship parameters.
Authentication.
Subnet number and K values. And ASN. ASN. Autonomous system number.
Good. Fine. It's not required. Authentication. Sometimes if you configured authentication both end, then only it is required. If you are not configured, no issue. If you are configured authentication, it will be matched. By default, no need to configure also, no issue. And required thing is subnet mask, whichever you are using, both subnet masks, like 12.1.1.1. 12.1.1.1 and slash value is 24, and here also slash value is 24, then only it will match. If I'm taking here slash value 16, it will be not from the neighborship. Now coming to AS number. What is AS number?
Autonomous system number.
Good. What is the AS number? Who will answer it? Yamuna or Saisri?
It is actually used to identify the scope of the routing process, like how
Fine.
to how many
We
other
have
routers
like
can it?
public and private AS.
Right. Both are
Public
there.
is 1 to 64512, whereas private is 64513 to 65535. In private, same service providers, whereas in public we have multiple service providers.
Fine. Fine. AS number should be matched. It's we should have to buy from INA. For public AS numbers will use mostly ISPs, and private IP addresses will use mostly at organizations. Okay, it's for free of cost. We should have to buy like public IP addresses to identify routing or to identify the organizations with the help of to identify the in BGP will use two different AS. It will be communicate likewise. In EIGRP, whenever you are using within organization, same AS will be used, same AS only. Mostly it's EIGRP is like IGP protocol. It means interior gateway protocol. It means will use at our LAN sites within organization will use. That is the reason AS number should be matched. It otherwise the neighborship will be not formed. That is the reason. And subnet should be matched. Apart from that, K values, whichever you are using, K values. Here you are using delay means 1000 milliseconds. Then both end you will use in this interface fast Ethernet by default. The value is 100 milliseconds, right? We saw 100 milliseconds. And if you change in here with the help of the interface command, you should have to change here also. If you change only one side, other side you haven't changed, the neighborship will be not formed. I'll change, we'll check that also, we'll verify. Fine. Any doubts? Guys, yes or no? Any doubts? Anyone have any queries? Neighborship parameters? I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Fine. I hope no queries. And I'm configuring here. See, earlier we did a configuration. Everything is there. I'm continue with that same lab. See, interfaces I have given for this. And in switch, no configuration, nothing is there. I haven't configured anything. No VLANs configured here. No access VLANs, something. Show running configuration. The same thing, whatever it is there by default. Nothing is there. And now coming to router, just I have configured only interfaces here. Do show IP interface brief. I have configured F0 by 0 for the interface IP address with subnet mask and this interface. Meanwhile, I have configured another interface also. We'll do the lab. Next, we'll check those also. For now, two interfaces I have connected, directly connected. If you want to check, do show IP route also, no routing table, only whichever routes are directly connected, those are only advertised here, directly connected. And can anyone tell me directly connected AD values, directly connected and static AD values?
Directly connected is 0, static is 1.
What about OSPF?
110.
Good. Router, here I'm doing configuration for that. Check router, then here EIGRP, give the question mark, EIGRP, and give the question mark up to 65535 AS number will configure here up to 0 to 65535. And I'm taking was a 100 for AS number. Now I'm advertising network 12.1.1.0. This interface, if you are giving wildcard, also it is issue or no issue, and not giving also no issue, but we should have to give some wildcard mask if you are giving. If you are not giving also no issue. And network 192.168. Whenever you are doing subnetting, sorry, whenever you are doing summarization, that time you should have to give the wildcard mask. Now we are not doing any summarizations. I'm advertising this network 192.168.1.1. Check it. Show IP route EIGRP. Sorry, once we advertise here, then we'll get config T router EIGRP 100. AS number should match. That is the reason I'm taking network and what 12.1.1.0. Within a second, the neighborship will be formed. Check. But in OSPF, it was taken some time. That is the reason it's a fast convergence. Again, network 23.1.1.0 and network 192.168.2.0. Show IP route EIGRP. See, we advertised here. The prefix value came 192.168.0.24. It's a AD value, and 90 is internal for AD value. Here we have two AD values, internal for 90 IGP, and external from other prefixes are coming from other routing tables. That will be 170. If any summarization prefix is there, that will be 5. There we have 5 AD values. One is 90 for internal, for external for 170, and summarization for 5. We have 3 AD values. In OSPF, who will tell which one is the AD value? 110. OSPF is 100. The metric K1 and K2, the formula is applied here. Configuration for this router also, and we'll verify. Enable router EIGRP 100 and network 23.1.1.0. Neighborship adjacency is formed. Network 192.168.3.0. We'll check now in this routing neighborship formed everywhere. Now you can check how many neighbor with the help of neighbor table command. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. Show IP EIGRP neighbor. With this command, we'll check the neighbor table. See, 12.1.1.1 is my one neighbor, and 12.1.1.2, 23.1.1.2 is my another neighbor. Two routers are there, and hold down timer, it's 13 and 12 are finished. It will be wait up to, it means the hello timer is 5 and hold down timer is 15 seconds. Hold down timer is 15 seconds and hold down timer is 5. You can check, it will be changed automatically. Hold down timer is changed always. It will be waiting up to 15 seconds only. If up to 15 seconds, any packets are not come. If this router is not sent up to 16th second, it will be select other path. Yeah, you are not my neighbor. You are went down, then it will move to the other path. If you have multiple path, otherwise the neighbors will be down. 15 and 5 we can change if you want. We can change the timer also. Fine. It's a neighbor table and its a round trip timer is 40 seconds. It's how many queries it will be sent, that is the time, and it's the RTO timer. This is also one kind of timer only. Milliseconds are there. Ratio something timer is there. This also milliseconds for this. Fine. And with sequence numbers, it will be sent with sequence number. If any changes is required, with it will be change some sequence number. If the topology changes, it will be triggered update, right? It will be changed. If anything changed, it will be send the changes. Any topology changes with the help of sequence number only, it will be sent with the help of sequence number. If any changes occurred in topology, with the help of sequence number change, it will be send the information. It's a neighbor table finished. We'll move to the show IP EIGRP. We'll check routing table now. Routing table. It's a global routing table. It's a global routing table. For all the best path are available in this routing table. See, this is my originated router. Right now in R2. This is my directly connected. So that is the reason it is showing directly connected. This information directly connected and 1.2, 1.0. This one is the neighbor information. From where it is coming? 12.1.1.1. This IP address. This is the next hop IP address. The information is coming from this. This router is sending the information. 12.1.192.168.1.0. This LAN prefixes are sending through via this router, this interface. The next hop is this one. The AD value is 90. Again, the metric calculation is done. K1, K2 or K3, those are the metric values. With the help of it will be done. Now, what about the R3 information? See, 192.168.3.0. This information is coming through this interface. And check here. Via the information is coming. These LAN prefixes are sending this to this router through next hop IP address is this one. The interface is fast Ethernet 0/1, 1/0 for through this via. The getting originated interface is this one. And routing table, if you know how to check, then only you can able to troubleshoot if anything is not getting, from where it is getting, how it is getting the information, whichever prefixes. That is the reason I'm trying to explain in slowly here. Just check here for this prefix. Check here for this prefix. Again, I'm explaining the same thing. The routing table 192.168.3.0. the information, how many prefixes are there, that many prefixes with the help of network ID. It will be sent. This is a network ID. Okay, 192.168. This is the network ID. Okay, for this prefix, the network, how many prefixes are available? In this 244 prefixes are there. 1 in 256 to the power of 8 means the value will get this many host bit. In this host bit only, this is the host bit, 256 IPs are available, minus 2, then you will get 244 IP addresses. These all are the host bits. This many host bits are there. This many host bits means end users, your clients. If this client is not accessing internet, you should have to check that routing table, which is available in which routing table. You should have to check that interface, that subnet, which subnet is in subnet. That subnet is available in that router or not. Likewise, you should have to troubleshoot. He raised the complaint, I am not getting internet. Then you should have to log in the router, then check that interface, that subnet is available in routing table or not. Likewise, you will check. And which protocol is enabled? 90 means it's a EIGRP. The metric value is coming. The metric is this much, and via how is getting in this router. This is your, you can assume this is your destination router, and you can assume this is your source router. From source router, you log in and you are checking from source router how is getting. If it is not getting means the router will not show here. Simply what I will do, for meanwhile, config t interface fast ethernet 0/1 shutdown. Now I'll check. Same thing. Show IP route. See, I am not getting now that route. Understood? This route I am not getting in this routing table. Now I am getting or not? Can anyone please answer it? Anyone?
Think you can't get because the last resort is not set.
Yes. Just I'm using no shutdown. Now see, within a seconds neighborship established. That is the reason it's a fast convergence router. Now again check. Show IP route. See, within a seconds I am getting the routing table also. Likewise, the next hop is this one. Any doubts in routing tables? Any queries in routing table? Guys, any doubts in routing table?
All.
Fine, good. And we'll check now topology table. Show IP EIGRP. We'll check for topology table, topology. This is our topology table. These all interfaces are passive mode means these are available. If whichever you want, if anything went down, that will be shown. Active means it will be show active mode. No, it means passive means those all the interfaces are alive. If anything went down, it is not good, then it will be moved to the active. That likewise it will be shown A. Okay, here you can check update, query, replay. These all are the messages. Is our the EIGRP topology table. This one is if you want to check particular EIGRP, show IP route EIGRP table. Then with the help of show IP route EIGRP, with you can change only EIGRP table. Only EIGRP table you can check it with the help of this command. If you want to troubleshooting or something doing, then which configuration we did in EIGRP, with the help of show running configuration, you can check the old running configuration, whichever the EIGRP we advertised prefixes what we did with this command. Or in real time we cannot use the show running configuration, because there the lot of running configuration is work. It will be use more CPU utilization. It will be use more CPU utilization. So we will not apply so many times in show running configuration, particularly in ISP routers. In organization, no issue. If you have limited prefixes, then limited configuration, no issue in for particular organization. But in ISP routers, we will not use show IP, show running configuration. This command will be not use, because this command will utilize the more CPU utilization, because more configuration will be worked there. So many users like the ISP router having, if 100 users means, it will be generating this many user information. If virtual interface is also there, it will be generate those many interfaces configuration. It means it will be use more CPU utilization. CPU more utilization, it will be use more CPU utilization. That is the reason in real time will not use this command. If you want to check show running configuration pipe section EIGRP, with this command will check for particular configuration. If you want to check any particular configuration, so pipe section EIGRP. These all are the troubleshooting commands. So for a particular interface, show interface fast Ethernet 0/0. This is the interface level configuration. You can check with this command. What we done in this lab, we check routing table, EIGRP table, and topology table, and neighbor table. We have done all the tables. And enable show IP interface brief. With this command, we can check the interface level. Show IP EIGRP neighbor command will check the neighbor. So this is only one neighbor is there. Show IP route EIGRP will check routing table of EIGRP. See, one destination IP address is there. We'll try to ping this IP address. Ping 192.168.3.2. Yes, we can able to ping. If you want to trace out, trace route 192.168.3.2. Trace out also working. You want to check from particular user. See, this user wants to communicate this user. We can able to communicate. See, we have given the IP addresses, and we'll check command prompt IP config. With this command, we'll check the whichever configuration of this router, which can check. We can able to check the IP interface is this one, the subnet mask is this one, and gateways of this user is 192.168.1.1. Ping 192.168.3.2. Yes, we can able to pinging. We are able to ping. Now trace RT. Here we will use, here we'll use as a trace route, and here we'll use trace RT command. One RT means route, trace route 192.168.3.2. we are pinging, we can able to ping, and we can able to trace it also. This is the next hop of this IP address, and this is next hop means gateway. For that interface gateway, same network it is there. First it will be moved to gateway, and gateway, if it is reachable, then it will be moved to the next hop of the gateway. Next hop, it's reachable, then it will be moved to the next hop. This is the next hop. This is a directly connected interface 1.1, and next hop is this one. It will be reachable. The traffic will be moved likewise, and the next hop of this IP address is this one. This router next hop is this one. Then it will be passed to destination. This all about our EIGRP lab. If you have any queries in theoretically or in lab, what we discussed today, we'll discuss. Otherwise, we'll by end of the class now. If you have any queries till. Otherwise, if you are interested, I will discuss new topic, DHCP and DNS. Otherwise, we'll discuss in evening. I'll stop the recording. Guys, if you have any queries,